Sudden hope, the coronavirus has made its way into the United States of America. I don't want any United States citizens to be hurt by the coronavirus. It is crucial that we gather together the world's smartest minds to help solve the coronavirus. XOXO, Donald J. Trump.
With the cry for help sent, the U.S. government gathered 4 of the smartest people in the world: Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Henry Poincaré, and Emmy Noether.
I'm here with Albert Einstein, who has miraculously came up from the dead to help solve the coronavirus. Albert, how are you going to stop the coronavirus?
I believe that since I was able to develop the theory of relativity, this will be easy as pie. I'd love to tell you more, but I don't want to get a bad reaction from the fans.
Through this exquisite technology, our technology is the best. We've discovered that the only way to eradicate the coronavirus forever is to solve it. As you can see here, the coronavirus is actually a bunch of small trigonometry problems that are so difficult it causes people to be sick. How disgusting. We've concluded that there are 4 versions or problems of the coronavirus, and the only way to cure this epidemic is to solve it.
Okay, Mr. Trump, I will tackle the first problem in the name of science.
So today we are going to be using technology to solve these problems. So our problems are cosine of 57 degrees, cosine of pi over 5, and cosine of 2 degrees, 23 minutes, and 97 seconds. So for the first problem, we're going to make sure that we're in degree mode. So we'll go to our calculator, push mode, and we see that we are in degree mode. So to get out of this, we'll push second, quit. Now we plug in our problem. We'll push cosine, because that is what our problem is given, and 57, and then we'll push enter. And that gives us an answer about roughly 0.545. That's the answer to our first problem. Now, for the second problem, we need to switch our mode. We will push mode once again and go down to radian mode because the problem is in radian. So we'll push enter, and then once again, push second, quit. Now, we'll plug in cosine again because cosine is given in this problem. But now we'll have to put in pi, which is second, the caret symbol, and then we'll put divided by 5. And we'll push enter, and this gives us an answer about roughly 0.809. And that's our answer for the second one. Now, for the last one, we're going to make sure that we go back to degree mode because our problem is given in degree. So we'll go mode, and we'll go down to degree, push enter again, and push second, quit. Now, we'll plug in cosine once again. Now, we're going to put in the number, but we're going to have to find some special values. To do this, we'll push second, apps. And as you can see, the first one is the degree symbol, so we'll push enter, and then we'll plug in our next value, which is 23. Then we will go back to that special character settings, which is second, apps, and we will push the minutes symbol, which is the second one. And lastly, we'll put in 97 again, because that's our value. And instead of going to second in apps, we will go to alpha and the plus symbol, which gives us the second seconds. And then we push enter. And that gives us an answer about roughly 0.999. And that is how you solve the problems using trigonometry, or using technology, my bad.
Oh my goodness, you did it. Thank you so much, Einstein.
Of course, it was a piece of pie. Here we have another one of our heroes who is planning to help solve this issue. Isaac, what do you think some challenges you might face along the way?
Well, once I said that errors are not in the art, but in the artificers. So in other words, I must be perfect to solve this problem since all errors can occur because of my miscalculations. But I promise I will
I'm going to show you how to evaluate trig functions using technology in tangent mode. So I have 3 examples for you. I have tangent of 14 degrees, tangent of 3 over pi, pi over 3 radian, and tangent of 2 degrees, 19 minutes, and 8 seconds. The first thing you want to do if you're going to solve tangent of 14 degrees is make sure you're in degree mode. So I go mode, and I scroll down, and as you can see, it's in degree mode. So I just hit second, quit, and now I can get started. So in order to do this, I go tangent, and then I type in 14, and I don't have to close in the parentheses or use the degree button because it already knows what we're doing. And I press enter, and I get roughly 2.5, so it's about 0.25. Now, for the second one, we have to switch into radiant mode. So we go mode, and we have to go down, and then hit radian and enter, and then second, quit. And we do the exact same thing, but we type in pi over 3 radians. So I hit tangent, and then to get the pi symbol, we go second, then caret button, and then I divide that by 3, and you don't have to close off the parentheses again, because it already knows, and I enter it, and I get roughly 1.73. And for this last one, to get tangent of the degrees, minutes, seconds, we first have to go back into the degree mode because we're dealing with degrees again. So we hit degrees and then second, quit. And now we type in tangent and then of 2 degrees, so 2. And then to get the degrees, we go to second apps and we hit the first one to get the degree mode. And now to get the minutes, all we have to do is type in 19, go to second apps, scroll down 1, and hit enter. And now we have 8 minutes, So you press 8, and then for this one, we have to hit alpha, and we hit plus to get this, and then we have to close off the parentheses and press enter, and the answer is about 0.0.
Yeah! Good evening, Miss Knowers. As everyone knows, you have been renowned for being one of the most creative abstract algebraists of modern times. Please tell us, what will be your tactic for solving the coronavirus?
Well, for starters, there are many ways to solve this coronavirus problem, and being the person responsible for discovering the abstract algebra, theoretical physics, and Manodor's theorem, I think it's only logical to solve using technology. Now, I have to hurry up so I can go back to Göttingen and teach my students. After all, their notes have formed the basis for textbooks.
In order to solve the coronavirus, we need to solve these 3 problems: sine of 33 degrees, sine of 3 pi, and sine of 3 degrees, 3 minutes, and 33 seconds. To start with the first problem, sine of 33 degrees, we need to check our mode through our calculator. So we go to mode, and down here on the third option, it gives us the option of degrees or radians. And obviously we're in degrees, so we just have to click second, quit. There we go. It took a while, but we did it. So now that we know we're in degrees mode, because it requires degrees, we have to click sine, which is right here, of 33, and there's no need to close it up since it's in degrees mode. Now we press enter, and our answer should be around 0.54. And boom, we already solved the first problem. Now for the second one, it requires radians since it's using pi. So we go back to mode, we go down 1, 2, and we press enter for radians. Now we're in radian mode. Now second quit to leave, and we do the same thing. We go to sine, and out of 3, and to access the pi symbol, we have to click second, and press the caret key above the division symbol. Now we press enter, and we get 0. No need for these, it's exactly 0. And for the final one though, we have to go back to degrees mode to solve for degrees, minutes, and seconds. So we go to mode, we go down to degrees, enter, and second, quit. Now we start with sine as always, but this time we have to put these special symbols. In order to do so, we click 3, we click second, apps, we click 1 for the degree symbol, now we put 3, and we go to second, apps again, and go down to 2 for the minute symbol, press enter. Now we put the last number, which is 33, and for the second symbol, we don't go to second apps. We have to go to alpha, the green button, and press the addition symbol. Now we press enter, and our final answer for this final problem will be 0.5. And that's how you solve all 3
For
problems.
your service in helping solve the coronavirus. And to give thanks, I would like to give you this massive bouquet of flowers.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I'll appreciate this flower a lot. Hello, Henry. We appreciate everything you're doing to help defend our nation. Now, how will you help solve the coronavirus?
Well, you know my nickname is the Last Universalist, so obviously they saved the best for last. Since I have studied many theories, I think this virus will be a breeze. I have studied and built so much knowledge that this virus will be easy as P versus NP theory.
Today, I will be using technology to evaluate a specific trig expression. First, I already have my degrees, my radians, and my degrees, minutes, seconds equations out. I'll show you how to plug it into the calculator. First, for degree mode, you have to go to mode and make sure you're in degrees. After that, you can press your secant, but since it's not on the calculator, you have to do 1 divided by cosine, because that's its reciprocal. Then you can plug in your equation. I got 1.06 for my answer. Next, for radians, you have to go back to your mode, because you have to change from degree to radian. After that, you can do your 1 divided by cosine again, and put in your equation. There's also a pi in this one, so you have to do second and caret key. I got -1. Finally, for degrees, minutes, and seconds, you have to go back to your mode and go to degree. Once you're there, you can do 1 divided by cosine again. And the little degree sign right there, you have to go to second and angle to get your degree sign. And that is also where the minute sign is. Lastly, for the double one, you have to go alpha and plus. I got 1.007.
Thank you for serving our nation and helping us solve the coronavirus.